All right, here we are, April 6th. I tried to make a video. Actually, I did make a video this morning or this late morning on the beach. And unfortunately, it didn't upload. So I lost the video, lost all the footage. Anyway, I'll try to do that again soon. Hope everyone is doing fine. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Look forward to seeing a whole bunch more of your poems. Hopefully, they'll be coming in soon. You guys got the word of the day today. Oh, and that's why I went to the beach, because I went for a peregrination, or I peregrinated. Went for a walk. Basically, what the word of the day was. Enjoyed the outside, enjoyed the sun. It was actually nice. And I went for a surf. I might have got a little sunburn. Perhaps. All right, moving onwards. A whole bunch of people, not a whole bunch. Some people did not do too well on the quiz. So I'm going to give some opportunity at some point in this video to make up for that. Here's a poem for April, which is Poetry Month. I'm going to read two poems by a guy by the name of Gary Corso, and then I'm going to read one poem from my book. First one is called Seed Journey. There they go, and where they stop, trees will grow. The nuts of amnesiac squirrels, more nuts will be, but takes freight on animal fur, and pollen the wind does carry. For some seeds, bread is the end of the journey. You ever wonder that about eating bread or bagels with seeds? They do have a chance, or they did have a chance to become something different. Here's another poem called by Gregory Corso called "Writ When I Found Out His Was an Unmarked Grave," and this is actually true. Actually, I had to go look this up. I did not know. Children, children, don't you know? Mozart has nowhere to go. This is so. Though graves be many, he hasn't any. Mozart, not even a grave. Here's a quick little poem that I wrote called Kingfisher. And I read this today up at the beach, but didn't work out that way. Kingfisher. And perhaps it was the covering of the face, yet one cannot deny the simplest of words, of personality. The somber sea, our pasts, candles in the sky, the excitement of a bird, the cold, unforgiving sea, binding onto uncommon poles. It took the dune fence and all to wrap a wind around our fists, to no avail, no control. All right. You guys have some new journals, some new things to write about. Hopefully, I'll read out some of last week's journal entries for you guys tomorrow. For those of you that did not do well on the vocabulary test, listen up. Here we go. Number 1, you should not be this. You should not be lazy. Because perhaps some of you are this because you did not study the words. So don't be this. That's number 1. Don't be lazy. Or number 2. There's two possible answers. There's 2 words that can mean secret. Or one of them can mean a little bit like puzzling, secret. Both words. I want them both. Number 3, I went outside today and I've been doing a lot of gardening as I normally do in the backyard, and I planted grass seeds, and they're just starting to come up. And the act of planting the seeds and even the sprouts growing up, what word would describe that in the beginning stages of something? That's number 3, in the beginning stages of something. Number 4, at the beach, I wanted to show how some people go there and get a blank experience, or they have a blank. You also may do this at a temple. Religion could serve this purpose for some people. Meditating at the beach and listening to the sound of the waves can be a what kind of experience. That's number 4. I also wanted to show you the beach because there's a word that means beauty. There's so much what outside at the beach, all around. A word that means beauty. There's an old tree around in the yard, and the branches are old. It's falling down. You would say that old tree is in its what? What word describes the last age of life? I told you I went surfing today. Yeah, it was totally choppy. The waves were wonky on the face, and I was trying to get barreled, but the waves just weren't really. I mean, everything was just all wonky, and it wasn't very tubular at all. There's a word that would describe the language I just used. I would accept 2 answers, but there's one more so. One definitely more so. What word describes animals at night? Twilight. If you know Spanish, you know it because it's a cognate. Animals at night, they come out, would be described as this type of animal. Number 9, one of my favorite poetry books. Luckily, it's all together, but if this part was missing, then we would say that this book has a what? It would have a what? A missing gap or a what? That's number 9. To go surfing or to do anything for that matter, you have to have confidence, or you have to have much. So for number 10, word that means confidence. If someone wanted to experience surfing for today but didn't know how to swim, and perhaps maybe I put a GoPro on and videoed everything, that person could go back and watch the experience. What word describes experiencing it through someone else's eyes or their stories? Number 12. A lion, a thief or an intruder, the virus are all threatening. They could be described as what? Another word for threatening. And number 13. I'll say it like this. Number 13, there's a word that describes what I'm about to say. I would love to go dance the flamingo in Spain. Or you are the pineapple of perfection. Think about that. That's number 13. So you have those questions. Here's to surf. And hope everyone has a great day. Or night for that matter. Ciao. See you tomorrow. Probably more so in the morning.